The Michigan Public Service Commission has ordered an audit of both utilities.
They specifically want to know if enough was done to secure downed lines and if there was enough done to prevent outages from happening in the first place.
For a decade, the Michigan Public Service Commission says it's been investigating how DTE Electric and Consumers Energy responds to power outages with very little results.
This is an acknowledgement that what we've been doing hasn't gotten us the results that customers deserve.
Dan Scripps is the chair of MPSC. He says they're taking new action against the utilities in the form of a third-party audit following the August 29th storms that proved fatal and disrupted day-to-day life for hundreds of thousands of people in Southeast Michigan.
This was the first big storm event of 2022, and it's hard to say that we passed the test.
A 14-year-old girl from Monroe died after coming into contact with one of thousands of downed wires. 2 other children were critically injured by downed wires as well. The audit will take a close look at all equipment and operations of both utilities.
When you turn the lights on, you expect that the lights come on. When a weather front moves in, I think people understand that there are extreme times where they might be without power, but not every time and not for days on end.
He says the service in the region doesn't measure up well in comparison to other service areas.
We're bottom quartile in some of these metrics, near the bottom of the list in terms of number of outages, how long the outages last, the customers who experience multiple outages, obviously the contact with wires that remain hot even when they're down.
The utilities have until November 4th to provide a detailed response on how they respond to downed wires, the technology it uses to improve detection of downed wires, and how critical facilities like hospitals and schools are prioritized.
Those are just a few of the questions the utilities will have to answer to. The hope is both utilities will take the recommendations from that audit and make the necessary improvements. They'll also be looking to see what federal dollars they can secure to make those improvements happen.